You're watching the #1 broadcast for all University of Kentucky sports, the Loyal BBN Fan Show, and it starts right now.
Big Blue Nation, what's going on? This is the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Like all teams, if you're not in the tournament, it's one thing that's going on in college basketball right now is who's going to the league, who's transferring, what transfers are coming into your new school. No school out there is an exception to that rule. Nobody. The transfer portal, like the NIL, is here to stay, and it ain't going anywhere. With that being said, Kentucky has to go through the same process as everybody else. Who's going, who's staying, who's transferring. Our first person to hit it was Adou Thiero. Adou. Now, for me, the season just ended just about a week ago, I guess you can say. And for me, I didn't expect this coming. Like that, to me, we're already, in my sense, unless he's going to get drafted towards the end of the first round, maybe early second round or whatever, he's got to do what he's got to do. And this is definitely no knock on him. But here's the thing with Kentucky is Kentucky gets so many high-power five-star players is that, unfortunately, kids or young men like Adou, they don't necessarily get looked over, but they're not, in a sense, sometimes expected to be somebody with his caliber of who he is. You don't really expect him to be kind of one of the first people that jump out there, I'm transferring, I'm putting my name in it, but with the possibility of returning back to Kentucky. Now, for me, with Adou, that's a big loss. We can go back to last year, and he was one of the guys where, is he coming back or is he leaving? Is he coming back? Is he leaving? And at the last minute or at the last, he was at the last moment, I'm coming back to Kentucky. And I guess I never heard about, why it took so long. What is his people in his corner kind of just going on with his playing time and stuff like that? Well, let me tell you, he made a major jump this year. Now, he ain't somebody that we relied on to go out and get, 20 points a ball game. That wasn't his role for the Wildcats this year. He was the power guy. He was the guy that was going to fight for you. And to lose him, what we think might be a good class coming in, that's a hard blow for Kentucky right now, because now we got to go out and we got to get somebody with his physicality. Like, one of the things that Cal promised and that we all know as Kentucky fans is next year we need players that's going to be physical. Well, he was that physical guy for us outside of Trey Mitchell before Trey got hurt. He was that guy. So now that he's leaving, we don't have anybody on the team right now that is as physical as he is. I mean, we can't say that the incoming freshmen are, because they ain't got there yet. They ain't proven yet. So this right here put some pressure on Cal. Can Cal do enough, or can Cal convince him that maybe Cal said, hey, it's okay. Go ahead and go. Maybe Cal knows something that we don't know. That's a possibility. But if there's any possibility for Cal to bring Adou back, I hope he takes advantage of that, and I hope he's able to get it in. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Adou. I'm a really big fan of him, and I loved his ball game. And I noticed that as soon as in the NCAA tournament, early in the first half, he hurt his shoulder, and he was out for the rest of the half. And he was out for somewhat of the second half as well too. So it was good when I saw him come back in the ball game in the tournament. But I think if we would have had him throughout the ball game, some of his physicality would have helped us out a lot. Now, we had some flaws and we couldn't block out, and we didn't get a lot of things. That's, those things what we got to fix too as well. But those things seems to be easier to fix than having a guy come in and is physical and is strong, and how he just forces his will on people. That's what we need. He had so many lobs this year, and the growth that he had from his freshman to his sophomore year was enormous. My thing is, when Trey came back in And if I'm trying to remember correctly, he actually came off the bench because I think Edwards was starting. So that made Theo where he had to come off the bench. Was that something that his corner once again? No, dude. You're not gonna put me back on the bench again. You're not gonna bring me back in the ball game off the bench. It's how all this works. It's so complicated at times because everything has to line up. Every player has to get theirs. It's we need guys that's gonna be here. Now, like I said, I'm just speculating. There is no proof out there that his corner is upset because when Trey came back, Trey got the start and he had to come off the bench. And then, even if I haven't got that right as well too. But it's that why come I'm not starting? I'm producing. I'm out here giving my thing. I'm one of the hardest fighting guys out here. Why am I coming back off the bench? Those kind of things rub people the wrong way. They really rub people the wrong way. And in this situation is that the case? But I really hope that Cal finds some way. I hope he brings in, like I said, a lot of people want Kenny to come back. A lot of people want Kenny to come back, and that would be great if Kenny can come back. I'm all about Kenny coming back. I think Kenny can work with guys like him. I think he can continue to help these guys get even more physical than what they was. And look, we know that this offseason, it should have already started. Guys need to already be in the weight room. Whether they trying to go and test the waters for the pro, whether they testing the water to go transfer, they should already be. We've already seen what one of our major flaws was, and we wasn't physical. So losing him, it hurts. It hurts me a lot. And I had to take this day or so to just kind of let this all soak in. And this is the kind of player that we need on our team. Like I said, people, if you watch it, say, well, I don't know if I agree with that completely or not. Well, here's the thing of it. We never needed Adou to score the basketball. The guy can jump out the gym. The guy can catch a lob. The guy will go rebound for you. He gets on the floor. Everything. Like you don't see him show up in the ball game when he's not giving you his everything. I hope he gets in shape this year because he can only go a certain amount of minutes, but that's okay. That lets me know that his motor is moving the whole time. Some guys can some guys just go all ball game and just run? They can. But I think with the physicality of Adou and with the energy that he put off, like it wasn't one game that you didn't see him out there fighting. It ain't one game that you didn't see him come up and just be physical. He couldn't do it by himself. He didn't have anybody else. Our bigs wasn't strong. So he can only do so much at 6'8", which, as Cal said, he may actually grow another inch. I would love to see a 6'9" Adou come back next year, bigger and even stronger and even faster because of the jump that he made is enormous. And I think him coming back as a junior to the University of Kentucky would only be a major plus for the Wildcats. So what do you guys think out there? Do you guys think that we lost, that losing Adou is not all that big of a thing? Or is he one of the players that you was looking forward to coming back next year, helping the young guys come in, helping those guys be physical? I remember it used to be a time where Kentucky basketball practice was harder than the ball games. Harder than the ball games. I'm ready to get back to that where people are just in practice just going at each other. Now I'm not sure. Like I said, if he comes back, that's enormous. That's big for the Wildcats, and I'm really hoping that we can find a way to get this guy back in the uniform at Kentucky because I don't want to look over. There's some players who leave Kentucky and you said, I wish you well. I hope you go. The last person that really left Kentucky was Bryce. I think it was his name, Bryce. He went to Providence. And he went to Providence and just went off. Like Cal didn't give him that opportunity as a freshman to get on the floor because he had such a short string on him. And he got out of here and he went to Providence And he had a really, really good year when he left. I think he got hurt this year, but he was really good for Providence. I mean, they went to the playoffs. They gave Kentucky all they wanted in the first round. Which, speaking of, Kentucky's only winning the tournament in the past 5 years, 6 years, or whatever it is. So I really hope that we can get him back in Kentucky uniform, because me personally, in my mind, I really feel like we can use him to help groom the incoming class. We know we're going to get speed. We know we're going to get guys that can jump, but are we going to get guys that can play defense, can get down, get gritty, be strong, hit the rim, don't be afraid to block out, don't be afraid to go above the rim? Those are the qualities that we always got with Adou, game in and game out. So this is one loss of a player that I'm definitely hoping that Cal can. Now, as we get more news and we get more people who declare and whatever, I'll be coming back to talk to you guys as well. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell right there, and let's just make sure that we continue to support our Wildcats and look forward to another year. I know we still got a long time. We still got to go through the whole summer. Still got to get through football season just to get back out on the wood and see what these guys are going to do next year. So until next time, you've been watching the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I am your host, Michael. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for taking me over 500 subscribers. I've been doing this since 2018, and all of a sudden, everything's just really, really growing for me, and it's because of you guys making it possible. Thank you. Go Big Blue. Let's go Cats.